Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kaz and I'm an intuitive and a healer. In this series of videos, we are going to use affirmations to help change some thought patterns or processes or behaviours that we've carried for many years that perhaps don't lead us down the best path. Affirmations are really powerful in doing this, but I'm also going to add several other tools that have been channeled to me to help really embed the affirmations and really make a lasting change. This is quite a process, and as you become familiar with it, you won't have to listen to the instructions every single time. I will put timestamps in the videos so you can go straight to the affirmation for the day. It is going to be a weekly series, so every Wednesday a new affirmation will be released, and I'm going to work this until I'm advised not to work it any longer. So I'll wait for the intuition to come through from spirit, the little voice telling me it's time to stop now. But I do see this going for probably at least 52 weeks. So I hope you join me on this journey. I would recommend that you actually take note of what happens and how you're feeling at the beginning of each affirmation cycle and any changes that may occur during the cycle. I have been working these for a couple of weeks myself, and I have noticed changes within myself, so I'm really pleased with the result. I hope you enjoy everything, and we're going to move on now to some special instructions. There are a few requirements for the affirmation cycle, and the very first one is a glass of water. We're going to be using Dr. Emoto's water research to help with the affirmations and the embedding of the affirmations into our cells. If you don't know who Dr. Emoto is, please follow the link in the description and it will take you to his research, which is quite amazing. So we're going to be using a glass because it's better conductor than other things like plastic. And I really strongly recommend you do this because not only will it stop things leaching into your water, it also helps conduct the energy in a much more efficient way. So try and use the best quality water that's available to you. And we will be sitting the water next to us or holding it in a hand, whatever we're able to do at the time. The next requirement is an essential oil. Essential oil works on the limbic system, which is the part of our brain that works with emotion and memory. So by sniffing this, we're actually helping to embed it into our cells as well. And next time we smell that same smell, the affirmation will pop up as a memory for you. You can switch the essential oil up every week, and this is what I prefer to do. But we understand that people may not have access to many essential oils. Try and get the best quality essential oil that you can because some of them are adulterated with chemicals, and we want it as pure as possible. I also recommend that you find a comfortable position and place your bare feet on the floor or the ground. I know that this isn't always going to be possible. You might be traveling to or from work when you're doing this, but actually grounding it helps move it into the manifestation phase and actually push it forward because we're using Mother Earth to help us with this process. Each week, we're going to connect a specific chakra to an affirmation. And if you can, if it's possible for you to touch this chakra as you're either holding your water and saying the affirmation at the same time, it really helps to embed it into that chakra as well. I will channel the information about the chakras and I'll also give you more instructions prior to each affirmation cycle. So if you don't know the chakra system very well, it doesn't really matter because I will prompt you each time. And lastly, but not least, we have an open heart and mind. This is a new process for most of you, and it's been a really big learning process for me as well. And I have seen some lovely results from this, and I hope you do too. So without further ado, we're going to move on to the actual affirmation cycle. It's time to prepare for the affirmation. So the first thing you're going to do is make yourself comfortable with your bare feet on the floor or the ground. You're going to smell your essential oil. Now, I highly recommend that you sniff the lid rather than the bottle itself, because if you are sensitive to a particular essential oil, you're not getting as much of it. And as you become familiar with it and you're okay with it, you can sniff the bottle if you like. Try not to touch the top of the bottle with any part of your skin or your hands because it can contaminate the oil. Hold your water in one hand or place it near you. For some of you, you're not always able to hold it and hold your chakra at the same time, but that's fine. It can be near you while you're doing this. I am going to say the affirmation and then you can repeat it after me. I've left time for you to do that in the video, so it will come up with the words so you can read them in case you've forgotten what the affirmation is. I suggest you speak them out loud. This is more powerful than saying it in your head. However, I do realise that there may be times that you can't say it out loud. You might be in public or around people that you don't feel comfortable doing it. So it still has weight if you say it in your head, but I am going to say it is more powerful when it's spoken out loud. Each affirmation will have a cycle of 3, and after that cycle of 3 will come a channel chant and a chakra tone. So listen to those after each affirmation cycle, and then the affirmation cycle will commence again. This week's chakra is the heart chakra, which is just in the center of your chest. So if you can, place one hand here whilst you're doing the affirmation. I hope you enjoy this week's affirmation, and I will see you after the affirmation cycle is done. I am able to prioritize self-care. I am able to prioritize self-care. I am able to prioritize self-care. Unnaji, unnaji, isokoko, isokoko, unnaji, unnaji, isokoko, isokoko. Ah, isokoko. I am able to prioritize self-care. I am able to prioritize self-care. I am able to prioritize self-care. Unnaji, unnaji, isokoko, isokoko, unnaji, unnaji, isokoko, isokoko. Ah, isokoko. I am able to prioritize self-care. I am able to prioritize self-care. I am able to prioritize self-care. Unnaji, unnaji, isokoko, isokoko, unnaji, unnaji, isokoko, isokoko. Ah, isokoko. The affirmation cycle is now finished and it's time to smell your essential oil again. After you've sniffed your essential oil, you can drink down your glass of water. Ideally, you drink it all at once, but if you're unable to do so, you can sip it over the next half hour. It'll hold the energy for that long. It's highly recommended that you repeat the affirmation cycle 3 times a day for 7 days. This really helps your body absorb the information and then put it into use when you're next required to use it. I hope you have a brilliant day today, and I will see you in my next video.